This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Westminster, Colorado. I am here at the Life Center. Since 2010, they have helped non-invasively, helping people to heal their body naturally, therefore providing a quality of life that they desire. I'm here with Gail, who is the owner, inventor. Let's start off a little bit, your story, Gail. Let's rewind. We're looking at probably just a little bit over a decade ago, 2007. Your life didn't look anything like it does today. You were really living a Hollywood lifestyle with all the perks, but also with a lot of the stress of corporate America. At that time, you were exposed to sound therapy, light therapy. Rewind back and tell me how this story got started for you.
In 2007, I found myself in severe cardiovascular stress, migraine headaches, asthma, cystic acne, my hair was falling out, I had thyroid issues. They wanted to do a hysterectomy on me. I just knew that I needed to make some life changes. And I found a light therapy called the Life Vessel in Arizona. And I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and try it out. I went to the center and I did the protocol, 3 days of sessions, and left there thinking, well, thank you very much. Nothing happened. And it was my engineering mind, because I worked in automotive for a while, my engineering mind was like, I couldn't make it work. That there's no way this light and sound box could do anything. And as I, went about my weeks later, I found my migraines were better, my asthma was gone, and I thought, it couldn't have been that silly light box. There's no way that did anything. And so fast forward, then I kept doing it for a couple of years, and all the symptoms that I just mentioned were gone, and I opened a center in 2010 in Westminster, Colorado.
2010, you bought the first generations, two of the vessels that really for years you had great results with. Basically, we've been following the story. Kind of exciting to see people out there going through this type of technology and experiencing it. Yet, why the need to expand on that technology of the first generations? When did that come about for you?
So in 2010, I was working with the inventor, and I opened the center, and it was basically a box, a rectangular box with one light. And I thought, wow, it would be really cool to have 360 degrees of healing. So the inventor actually came up with another version called the Energy Genesis. And you guys had done an interview on that one as well. And it was 360 degrees, but more of a horizontal axis. And I thought, no, still not a true 360 degrees. Plus, you would lie on a pad, and the dense pad was creating some distortion with the music. Think about playing music up through a cushion, and you're going to get some distortion. So I thought, well, this is when the story gets interesting. I got in a really bad car accident. And I lost track of about 15 minutes of time. I thought I got out of the car right when the police came. People told me I was in the car for 20 minutes. It felt like 2 minutes. After that, I started having visions of a huge wooden egg. And I don't know what you call that. A download, a message from above. Right. And so I started to talk to people. I said, I really want to build this huge wooden egg. And they said, it's not possible. You can't build something like this. Engineering-wise, it's not possible. You can build it from metal. I said, I can't have metal. It has to be wood for the acoustics, for the music to sound really pure and crisp. And so I found a gentleman who said, I'll build it for you. And so he did. Took a year, and we built it. And then I had manufacturers say, well, couldn't be built, but you have one. So they came here to see this very rough prototype, very, basically propped up with wood, and we had to prove the design. And we had people testing it, doctors tested it, healers tested it, and we proved that it worked. So we went into manufacturing in October.
That is a fantastic story. Once again, your engineering mind was challenged again, lost some time there. Let's start off, first of all, with the shape of it itself. We're talking about a harmonic egg. I have to think of symbolism here. I mean, new life, egg, it's kind of neat, but is the shape, does it produce more results more than just symbolically?
Yes. So because of the geometry, the music can create a vortex in there. There is a gentleman called Victor Schauberger. He created an egg water dispenser, and he said when the water's in that egg, it's constantly creating a vortex. There's always a vibration. So there's always a vibration of an energy vortex. So at the end of your 40 minutes of music in the egg, you have 10 minutes of silence. It is very powerful to create that space for yourself to just integrate after listening to that music for 40 minutes. You just lie in there and integrate the session for 10 minutes of silence.
So new technology, new design. Would you say this new design helps people to get in and out of it a little bit easier compared to the laying down that you had before? And is it actually still very comfortable experience?
Yes, it's actually very comfortable because you're in a zero gravity position. So all the pressure is taken off of your spine. Your feet at the level or above your heart is considered zero gravity. Before, you were lying flat. A lot of people have a hard time lying flat on their back and then getting up. Their lower back will hurt, their neck will hurt. You don't have that in here.
This is a technology that is more than just sound. We talked a little bit about the sound there, but is the light system, is that new as well?
Yes. So the old system had a light assembly with a rainbow-colored light bulb. And what I was finding is if a woman came in maybe with chronic yeast infections, I really wanted to put her on orange light and flute music because that's what works for that. But I couldn't do it. All I was able to give them was the rainbow-colored light bulb. So I created, didn't create, I hired some light consultants and found this LED light system that I'm using now. So I can actually put them on orange light or blue light for thyroid issues or green light for heart issues. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Where before we had a light system that would provide the light therapy. Now you're very specific in what you're able to do inside. I imagine folks that have tried the older generation, now the newer generation, you probably have some great testimonials of what they've said about that. But let's go back. For people who have never tried either one before, and really they're questioning the fact of sound therapy. I mean, it sounds like a new type of therapy, yet is this type of therapy, it's been around for centuries. Share with us about sound therapy.
So yes, there's really not any books that I was able to read on it. I have mentors in the industry, but for 40,000 years, the Aborigines were using didgeridoo, flute music, drumming. The Native Americans, so many different cultures have used music for healing. So it's a really ancient technology, but we're kind of bringing it back.
That is great. I mean, folks out there maybe have experienced light therapy, maybe sound therapy. But would you say the combination of the two of them together, is that really what seems to be pretty powerful? And I imagine makes it very unique for people to experience.
Well, I tell them there's 5 modalities in one. So it's sound and light waves, it's frequency and vibration, and then the key is you're in a resonant frequency. You're in a resonant chamber. So we're not losing any of the sound to the environment. We're containing it. And I feel like what's happening is your body will give off a frequency of something that might be wrong with it. You may not even know. And then inside the resonance, it'll hit it with an exact opposite frequency to neutralize that from the cell memory in the body.
That is exciting. I mean, we have to make it clear to the viewers here that this is really about the body healing itself. I mean, you merely and amazingly provide that environment for the body to heal itself. You're almost really triggering the body to do what it was born to do.
Right. Innately, our bodies are able to heal. We get caught up in chaos. We get caught up in fight or flight, or where the saber-toothed tiger or the bear is chasing you. Well, you're supposed to get out of that in 5 minutes. You're either going to be dead or you survive, right? Yeah. Well, we live in that. We live in that fight or flight. We're always on. And so we don't have the rest and digest part of the nervous system working. So we bring that balance to the body so that the body can get out of that chaos and heal naturally.
What I love about this is the fact that this is not a reactive approach to our health. This is a proactive approach. We're no longer on the back end, basically waiting for disease to happen and then scrambling trying to take care of it. We really are ahead of our health, be able to look at the issues, see where the blockages are, and take care of them. That has to be kind of nice for people out there that are running from specialist to specialist, and yet this is something that holistically is going to treat your body.
Right. So what I found is I had all these physical issues that were building up, but I think at the root, there were emotional issues that had created it. So we work on a physical level, an emotional level, an environmental level. So I can literally sometimes smell people when they come out. They'll smell like heavy metals, or they'll smell like mold, or they'll smell like anesthesia or chemotherapy, whatever the body's trying to push out in detox.
I mean, the egg itself is not really specific in a certain disease. Matter of fact, as they say, a disease should not even have a name. Basically, it's just your body is not functioning properly. But what are some of the symptoms people have walked in with and you've been able to experience as they walk out either free of those symptoms or greatly reduced?
Oh my gosh. So we can start with A with allergies, and we can go all the way to Z. So Grover's disease, I've seen Parkinson's, I've seen ichthyosis, things I've never even heard of before, clogged liver, I've seen thyroid issues. It's so crazy. Blurry vision. There's so many things that the body will create to try to communicate with us and say, hey, hello, something's going on. We're in chaos. We need balance.
How do people start out there? Where does it begin? Does it start with one session? How many sessions do you recommend? Tell us there.
So I recommend 3 sessions to get started. So if you think about it, if you're training for a marathon, you're not going to run around this building and then run 20 some miles. You're going to have to train. So 3 to 10 sessions is what I recommend. And I have packages that we sell for 10 sessions at a discounted rate because you want to retrain the cell memory. You have to really create a new normal for the body.
That is excellent. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, first of all, take a look at the testimonials. I love reading the new ones. We have been following this company now for the past 8 years. I always enjoy the testimonials. People that walk in with XYZ symptoms, they get those taken care of, plus they get the ABC ones they hadn't even thought of before. Also, take a look at the blog and the Facebook page. You're going to find out any specials she may run out there. Very educational to learn more about your health and learn about the different sessions. But if you're not sure, obviously come on in for a consultation. She can sit down with you and decide what it is possibly you may be needing. Once again, that is the Life Center in 2010. I've got to ask you, for somebody like yourself, you probably didn't expect to go in this type of industry. Back in 2007, this was not what you were doing. What if there's somebody out there that wants to help others in the same way? Is the egg available to them as well to add to their healing?
Absolutely. So exciting stuff. I know this technology is going to be worldwide. There's already a center in South Dakota. Rapid City, South Dakota has the Harmonic Renewal Center, and they were the first ones to buy the production eggs. And I have a lady coming from Ireland at the end of April. She wants to buy for Ireland. I have Modesto. We just redesigned the door, so it's very robust. It'll last a long time, so we're back out to doing sales again.
I love it. It is a great story. Let me ask you for yourself. You experienced the healing firsthand. You've had family members that were able to see you share your passion, and basically they were able to experience and see something that you created. Does this continue to be rewarding for you?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it'll bring tears to my eyes. I lost my dad in September, and then my mom unexpectedly in December. And so I know that they see this from a different viewpoint now, and it's been completely amazing, and I feel like I have that unconditional love from them, and that they're proud parents.
Absolutely. I think it was exciting they were able to see you follow your passion like that and also continue to challenge your engineering mind, which happens every day. Viewers, last time, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. We're sharing their contact information right there. Basically, this is a technology that has existed here since 2010. She brought it here when she realized this was something that worked for her greatly. Since then, many testimonials of people that have been touched, their lives have been changed. And honestly, you pretty much much just have to come in and try for yourself. I know for myself, I went through through basically the older generation where you lay down. I loved it, but it did some amazing things within a short period of time. And really, I just need to come back in and try out the new one. Once again, that is the Life Center since 2010 right here in Westminster, Colorado. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.